So everybody knows that I fish a lot in Final Fantasy XIV, but did you know I also fish in real life? Hey, so this is clearly not anywhere in game, but I thought, just as a little treat, maybe for the end of the year, whatever, it's your birthday, I don't care. I thought I'd do a little bit of like a fishing with Fruity IRL. I'm out here on a river that I've been to a bunch of times that I've had luck with. I don't know if I'm going to have luck with it today. It's a bit cold and cloudy, so most of the fish are going to go deep. I'm going to try and get them down there if I can. So yeah, what I'm going to be using is just a basic spinner rod here. I think it's like 8-pound line, an ugly stick, medium weight I think it is. Yeah, medium action, and then I'm using this little soft plastic spinner minnow. That should hopefully rile up some of the pickerel down there, which I know that there is a bunch of. I almost exclusively have caught any pickerel that I've caught. I think all but one have been caught out of this river, and so that's what we're going to be trying to use today. I'm going to explore the rest of this thing. I usually walk. There's like maybe a mile walk up that way. See what I can catch, see if we can do anything. I'll record anything fun and exciting that comes up, or just where I'm going. Kind of as like oops, sorry, the stream didn't really work out, but I know some people really wanted this. I did switch over to this little guy here called the Panther Martin, or it's by Panther Martin specifically. Come on, focus. Hi. This is a little spinner. I've had luck with it before. It's apparently great for trout. I don't expect to catch any trout the farther up that way I go. If I head back over there, there's a dam, and I would expect to catch trout over there, so we might end there. But for now, I'm going to be walking upriver where I've actually been able to catch a lot of pickerel. So anyways, I want to pack up and get my gear going, and we're going to go that way. So I've been coming here for a few years now, along this stretch of this river here. Oh, there's geese over there. And right up here, I'm going to show this place off here. You see a log kind of there in the middle. Well, that log used to be higher, and right there used to be a dock, and you used to be able to kind of walk out. Now there isn't actually much of a log here anymore, and the dock got swept away during a storm one year. So I have lost actually a fair amount of lures around here because it's snag central. So I don't think I'll be going anywhere today unless I explicitly see a fish, but right now it's kind of difficult to see anything, just because of the glare. I'm not too sure why I was fishing here, because I'm on the inner corner of a bend. Most of the water is going to be flowing faster on the outer end, or at least that's going to be where the deeper spot is, and predominantly that's where the fish are going to be in this type of weather right now, which is cold and cloudy. So I thought it was more of just a test, I guess, more of a Hail Mary, but I'm not too sure why I even thought to stop there. We're going to keep going. Now, this stretch of river isn't really, or this stretch of this river at least, isn't fished very often, which means it's low pressure. But part of that also comes from the fact that it isn't super populated. It's very wide, very big, so if there are any fish in there, it's going to be harder to find them, at least this time of year. Typically, when we fish in the winter, it's not really the winter, it's still the fall, but when we fish in colder weather, fish, as I keep saying, go deep. And out here may not be as deep, it may be a little bit shallower, so they may not actually be here, and if they are, it's wide. So it's like trying to, well, it's kind of difficult because you really have to end up finding the spot where they are. But I don't know. Almost got snagged there on my rods back here. I'm not too sure where they are, but I'm going to keep going down here. We got something. There we go. We got a perch. All right, calm down, calm down. All right. Oh, you got razor on those. All right. Hi. All right, so little perch here. We'll probably need to pull this out. So, not what we were after, but it'll do. We're off the board. It's very exciting for me. I haven't been able to catch anything here for a couple weeks because the weather's been rough. Could you open your mouth, buddy? There we go. Thank you. All right, so we got a perch. Yellow perch, decent size. They're known for their little back pectoral fins here. I believe they're pectoral. But these guys are carnivorous. They'll go after other little fish. They'll go after whatever they can. Anyways, so this is a yellow perch. And I've caught these guys here before. Pretty nice, so that this is a pretty nice one. I think the biggest one that I caught. I was hoping for a pickerel, but I'll take it. Ow, hey, don't slap me. All right, I'm gonna let this guy go back. There we go. Over here. All right. That's still not a pickerel though. But after that perch bite, I'm actually feeling pretty good. My expectations of catching another fish are still low, especially a pickerel, but I would love to get one. In the summer, when the rains, at least when there's rain in the spring and the summer, these side ponds here are actually filled. And I've actually caught a little bluegill in there once, because they'll go in there because it's shallow and warm. So they'll hang out, and they'll actually use it to avoid getting hit by the pickerels and some of the other predatory fish here. I've had luck in the spring and summer here, where I will be able to cast out around here because there's a lake-ish thing. I think it's technically considered a lake, but there's a lake over here. I'll have B-roll for that probably. But there's a lake, and that's where things hang out. So I'm going to attempt to catch stuff here. The past few times I've come here this year, I haven't had any luck, so I'm not going to keep my hopes up. But yeah, let's give it a shot. One of the issues with this spot is year-round it's usually covered in duckweed or seaweed or something. So almost every other cast here, if I'm using a spinner, I have to get it de-greenified basically, because I always snag on something, and that affects the presentation as well. A lot of the time you'll sometimes see, well, I don't say a lot of the time, ideally you don't snag onto any weeds because that messes with your presentation. It makes it look less like a fish. There are some lure setups, some spinners that have anti weed stuff, like they're called weedless. I don't. All right, it's starting to get a little too windy for this spot right here. Didn't catch a pickerel. I don't think I had any bites either. We're gonna go and we're gonna go start making. We're gonna start making our way back to my car, back down river, and see what happens. Okay, it's a little cold, so my face mask. Back here, this is the bridge where we caught the perch earlier. I know I've caught pickerel here before, just in previous years. Doesn't mean much right now, but you know, if we're looking for something, we're gonna give it a shot anyways. So I still have the Panther Martin on. We're just gonna give it another shot and see what else we get, and then probably call it a day.